Speaking of people being victims, man, Gayle King is under the impression that she's a victim and is under threat of imminent attack by the followers of Uncle Snoop Dogg.
Old dog head.
And Boosie. Boosie badass.
And the Boosie Goons.
And Ari Lennox peoples.
All right. Gayle and Okra.
We got to call her good old dog head now.
The shade butter.
No more.
Fucking army is out here. Personally, you know, y'all, man, look, as the only woman on the panel.
Go ahead. Give it to us. Shit.
Give us a take.
This is how I feel about it. I don't feel like the first question was out of line. I feel like when you think about Kobe, even though that shit was 20 years ago.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
When Kobe first died, 15 minutes later, some little bitch from another state posted his old ass article like, man, Kobe was a rapist. Somebody else posted shit too. You had 3 or 4 white people posting this from other states, and they working at big newspapers.
Publications and
right.
shit. Yeah.
So, yeah, Gayle wasn't wrong for asking, and you got to expect somebody like Lisa Leslie, somebody that played in L.A., sat alongside Kobe in All-Star games with Kobe, like one of his closest friends.
Right.
You got to expect her to come through and be like, nah, that was my nigga. That was never like, Kobe has got a wife and 4 daughters.
Like, literally, respect the family. Not even the situation that transpired. Like, respect the family. That's all it is.
So I respect Gayle asking. I don't feel like it's always what you say. It's definitely how you say it.
Right.
So Gayle could have been like, you know, do you feel like them trying to bring these things back up as a part of his legacy should have been, you know, were right? She could have asked it in a different way. I didn't agree with her pressing it when Lisa was like,
nah,
and then she was like, well, that was your friend, you wouldn't see it.
That was like, that was
I got some niggas I had to stop kicking it with because I was like, y'all got raper man tendencies. I don't fuck with that.
Right.
Like I done had to check these niggas like, hey, that's some creepy shit.
Right.
You see this bitch drunk, you following her around the club. Like I done had to check niggas.
Yeah.
So you'll see it.
Cool.
You'll see it if like a nigga is like, you know, hella aggressive towards a female or whatever.
Come back to that later on in the show.
Yeah, you'll see that shit. Yeah. So I didn't appreciate her like trying to press the issue, but I do feel like it's very valid.
So now,
because Kobe is a fighter, this nigga been fighting his whole life.
The only problem with that situation is that it never went to trial. Like the woman settled out with the cash, so like it's not really against his books.
Right.
So I want to go back on what I said last week. Last week I said that she said that he didn't do it. She didn't say he didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? She just refused to testify. Right. So since she refused to testify, it went to a civil case.
And I will say
but there were a lot of people
other
found
semen
inside of
her as well.
Yeah. I had to go do my whole research.
She was having a hell of a week that week.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, when it's all said and done,
you know what I mean.
And then when he released the apology, it was, man, we had sex. We definitely had sex.
He admitted to what transpired.
You know what I'm saying? But she didn't feel the same way I felt.
Let me tell you, it's an easy trick, bro, and to get you past a lot of litigations. I hate to put my secret out there, but, bro, if you let them put it in, it's consensual. Like, she herself put it in herself, so you can't say that I forced myself on you. Like, you put the dick in.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Like, we can take this to court. Whenever you want to decide to do civil matter, you can't lie in the court on the oath because that's perjury.
Yeah.
I see the gears turning.
I mean, I think from what I remember reading, I think what happened was the sex was consensual, but I think he put it in her butt, and that part was not.
He put her in a position.
I don't think she was in for the butt stuff. It happened.
We fucking.
She got mad.
No.
We fucking.
Now when a bitch put her thumb in your butt on
No. I'm saying though, but they was fucking. So you can't be mad at the man while they was intimate at the time of the situation.
I think from reading back in the day about the story, that's what happened.
Yeah,
like,
it was
sex was consensual, but
no,
it was the position.
At any point in time where we in
and then once he put her in that position,
she got mad.
She was like, "No, I can't take this."
Right.
All right. So, by show of hands, if I'm not in violation, who all in this room has attempted anal sex before?
Man.
With a female.
With a heterosexual anal sex.
All right, with a female.
All right. So everybody's in here has either tried or executed it, right? All right. So
what she say?
So the tongue was active. There we go. All right. She counts. So look. All right. From my experience, You just don't slip in there.
Yeah, you don't just.
You ain't slipping in no
Right.
ass.
Nah.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
man,
Kobe was probably tripping.
That ass got
he
to
was
be
on one.
Now look, I'm not saying that Kobe didn't didn't get the right hint from the girl. But what I am saying is
I don't know
that ass was ready.
When I read,
It probably looked like it had,
So
I'm
what I
about to
read,
kill
it wasn't anal though. What I read, it was just doggy style.
I'm gonna kill everybody in the room.
It wasn't anal.
Because I read it was anal. But
I'ma
maybe
kill
the
everybody
truth
in
is
this
somewhere in
motherfucker.
between, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey,
See,
look,
that's
when
saying
it's
like
all
getting
said
hit
and
from the
done,
back. That's what it
when we
was.
fucking at any point, if you fucking up somebody, any of y'all niggas fucking somebody, right?
Right.
And the bitch say, "I'm gonna stick my thumb in your butt."
What?
Look, you done got uncomfortable. Your life in
What?
shambles right now.
What?
Exactly. Now, y'all fucking. She sucking your balls. She giving you neck, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
At the point where she does it, you violate it.
Right. You right. You make sense.
So at the point where
Yeah.
if Kobe fucking the lady and she like, look, I'm down for everything except the butt stuff.
Right.
Look, no matter how smooth it go in,
Right.
no matter what y'all think happened,
No word against his though. Yeah. You
yeah.
right.
But if you know they fucking and Kobe like, man, look, the booty look good, and he do the butt stuff.
Slip his thumb in there.
And whatever,
Slip
she's
his thumb in
still
there.
violated.
Yeah.
And she's still allowed to feel the way she want to feel.
Yeah,
I don't
you
know
right.
if you take it to that extent,
Nah.
but I'm not her. But
Right.
you're still allowed to feel the way you want to feel. It's
Right.
very valid.
So
Yeah.
saying it
Right.
that way is logical. That's why I didn't go to trial, because it wasn't really
Right.
a case. It was
Right.
just more of her being uncomfortable with what was
Yeah.
happening.
Exactly.
So they handled it in civil court.
So now my thing is with these white people painting a picture, because that's what they is. These white people painting a picture of Kobe by dropping these articles, and he does have a 17-year-old daughter that can
Right.
read this shit.
It's fucked up.
So
Gayle has to have this conversation. We just
So-
want her to have the conversation
Right.
the right way.
Right.
So let
Lisa,
me tell
you know him. Do you feel like this should be a part of his legacy? Kobe is also
Right.
the man that, you feel me,
Carried
was up
this city
against
for
adversity
years.
forever. So was this another adverse situation that he was up against that we should speak on and see that he triumphed over it?
Right.
So now,
Word.
when I heard the words "dog head bitch,"
Oh,
I added salacious
Dog
to it,
head.
right?
Sound like Uncle
And I was
Snoop.
like, "What does salacious mean?" And I was like, "Oh, she is a salacious dog head bitch."
Okay.
Because I know this is the worst example to give.
What does salacious mean?
Salacious means
Like
basically
sleazy.
going for the sexy part of the story.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, this man's got this whole legacy, but I'm going for the sex.
Okay.
You know? And this is the worst example to give, but R. Kelly. Once you seen the R. Kelly interview, what the fuck did y'all think was going to
still
happen with
haven't seen
every
that
other
whole
Gayle
interview.
King interview?
Right.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm
Still
saying?
haven't
She
seen
knew
that
where the
whole
bread
interview.
I'm
was
fighting
buttered.
for my life, man.
That was
Killing me, man.
damn. Oh, yo, and he from Chicago. How did y'all feel about like R. Kelly's
Fuck
downfall,
that.
man?
Juicy Smoothie. What happened to Juicy Smoothie, man?
Oh yeah, Juicy.
What happened to
Let me hop
Smoothie?
down here,
Alright.
too.
What
Damn.
happened to
take-
Smoothie?
I take Kale's
Damn, Juicy.
anonymous. You can take Juicy.
Okay.
All right. So as far as R. Kelly goes,
Somebody got
everybody in Chicago already knew what was up.
Yeah.
We all knew in the entertainment business
Everybody
itself,
around
like,
the
we
world
know.
already knew
Yeah,
what
I
was
think
up.
we
We
all
know.
When I say that is like people who don't know R. Kelly has seen R. Kellyan out here.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
we've
Okay.
seen the Bentley parked in front of the McDonald's around down the street from the high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a known thing that
R.
he was
Kelly
messing
was
around
doing
with
that.
young girls
Yeah.
in the city because he was riding around the high schools getting them.
Right.
Like, so it was no surprise, and I think you could just chop that up to like a blindness that we had because the niggas, he's the fucking Pied Piper.
Right.
Yeah, I
So the
mean,
He
music
named
had
himself the Pied
Kells.
Piper
Yeah.
like he know. Yeah.
the music had all us children blind, and he was leading us out of the city of rationality.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So when shit hit the fan, it was like, okay, they missed him the first time, they got him this time.
Yeah.
Right.
We know he nasty already.
Right.
We gonna get what he got coming.
Right.
But as far as Gayle King, you know what I'm saying? The questions she was asking R. Kelly
Yeah.
are damn near in line with the questions that she was asking Lisa Leslie, because it was like, okay, I need to get the story. And as a journalist in this viral world, She needs to ask those questions to
Yeah,
get
it's her
those
job.
views.
It's her job, though.
To keep herself relevant.
Right.
So, like, I'm not mad at her for doing her job.
It's a dirty game.
I'm tired of people, you know what I'm saying, going in on Kobe. Like, I've seen so many portraits of, now you got all these pictures of Mike and LeBron talking about squash the beef, who's the greatest now.
It's really weird.
You know what I'm saying? Because they lost one of the three, like, in the argument. Like, now it don't matter if LeBron or Jordan is better.
Right.
It's just, you know
Which,
what I'm saying?
what the whole subject was from the beginning, like, every man's themselves. Like, he doesn't have to be Jordan. Kobe doesn't have to be Jordan. LeBron doesn't have to be Jordan.
Yeah.
It's more or less what legacy you paint for yourself. It's all a generational thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Facts.
we were born in...
Y'all got Mike, but I got
Right.
Kobe.
See,
The
that's
people
what I'm
under
saying.
me got LeBron.
And we hardly got Mike because 96, I was 5, 6.
Right.
I was in pre-K kindergarten. Like,
Right.
only reason why I cared about Jordan because Jordans were
Jordan
coming out.
was more like
And
a
I needed
superhero
shoes,
to
you feel
me.
So you
Whereas
more
Kobe was like a real.
It's more or less that way,
Like,
but
you
I'm
got to
still a
really
big fan.
see his come up because I remember him taking Brandy to the prom.
Yeah,
Like,
I remember
you know,
that.
That's 97.
That's
like,
Moesha.
We're in 3rd grade. That's what I'm talking about. Like, we're in 3rd grade, so we're watching Kobe grow as we're getting aged and older and understanding the actual game of basketball.
So
Jordan was
high
only
school
an
kid,
image
you know?
to us because we had Space Jam.
Jordan was already a fully realized man and
shoes, yeah,
superhero
like-
at that point. He
So we
already won
didn't get the
championships.
bask in North Carolina, Jordan, or none of that. We didn't get that.
I think the big difference between Michael Jordan and like a Kobe Bryant and a LeBron James is we never saw Michael Jordan the person. We saw Michael Jordan the brand.
The
The
brand
brand.
and the character and the
Yeah.
superhero.
Right, exactly.
it.
Like Kobe, we recognize as like
We seen more of the
fully
man.
realized.
And
yeah.
LeBron, we're seeing all men.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
his
He's
brand
human.
is his
Like, yeah,
manhood,
he's
his
him.
humanity.
Yeah.
But as far as
But
the
I mean, as far as
Because you know what? We seen LeBron lose more. So that's why we're seeing the man with LeBron more because we
Right.
see his failure a lot more
And
than.
social media is
Right.
always at a heightened place too because
Yeah.
in 07, 08, 09 when Kobe won his last championship, around that time we didn't have Twitter to run to and say this is the one. Like that wasn't a frequent thing for us. So when we seen Kobe grow, we basked in the moment and allowed it to happen. But as time transpired, it's more or less we get to see LeBron more because of social media.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why we're entertained by LeBron being as great as he is.
Right.
So
I feel like Kobe, the man, didn't come until Kobe was retired.
correct.
And
yeah, for sure.
LeBron, the man, is happening while LeBron is
He's
in
playing,
season,
yeah.
still playing. 'Cause
Dealing
Kobe,
with civil rights.
right?
and-
Kobe went
yeah.
and bought the little gym and was carpooling in helicopters, and Kobe was hiring everybody, and Kobe was finding people around
Right.
the world
but you
to
didn't
make
hear
sure.
nothing about that
Yeah.
until it was.
And he did it since he's retired. And
Right.
LeBron right now, LeBron is like, all right, in my postseason, what I'm gonna do? I'm going to my son's AAU games,
Right.
and y'all gonna see me because of social media.
Right.
I'm going and I'm building this school. I'm building these projects. I'm
Right.
fighting for this. I'm fighting for that. And that's him right now, as a ball player,
Right.
as a man that travels for 100 and whatever many games, and still has the Olympics to come up.
Correct.
This is him as a father, as a businessman, because you still got your shoe deals, you still got your movies
one-
that you about to be in, and
Correct.
It's
everything.
a simple thing. It's just the internet.
Right.
Jordan had no internet.
No social
Kobe
media at all.
started with no internet and ended with
The
But
it.
you know what?
internet.
Jordan
And
had
LeBron
no
got
internet, and
full
Jordan was in
internet.
every single magazine.
Every
Jordan was
one.
around everything. But Kobe has the
But
Kobe
it's
had
a
the internet.
difference.
LeBron had the internet, and they're not too many. They're not in
It's
too
a-
many magazines.
It's
Right.
a difference. You see that live right there?
Yeah.
Like this is
Yeah, I
going
mean,
up on YouTube
absolutely.
tomorrow, but that's on live right now.
Right now,
Absolutely.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas we saw LeBron James get the Hummer to go to prom. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We only saw a picture of
We only saw
Kobe
edited
and
footage
Mo-
of
yeah.
Jordan.
Right.
Everything
right.
was edited and processed
Yeah.
before we got
It
it.
all
Yeah,
was
Jordan's-
processed through the machine. before we
Jordan's
got to
great.
That's why he got
because
that
we
image
never
of such.
saw him fuck
of-
up.
Yeah,
So
perfectness.
I want to
You know
go
what I
back to Gayle King for a moment.
But like we can see. Oh yeah.
I like the train of thought that we on because you're talking about seeing Kobe as the man and seeing the brand right now. When I think about what Gayle asked Lisa Leslie, beyond the fact that you digging up the man's bones before you even in the ground,
Right.
I would think that we covered this on the show. You remember where they disqualified Kobe Bryant from the film festival because of the charge? I would imagine someone with a high level of journalistic integrity would tackle that kind of subject at that point or when he won the Oscar.
Right.
Yeah.
Because those are times where that point of controversy came up
When
where
it
he
really
could actually
mattered.
defend himself.
Yeah, it really
Right.
mattered at that time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right now, I ask Cui Bono, who benefits? Is it the Mamba Sports Academy? Is it his wife?
No.
Is it his daughters? That's what I'm saying. Who benefits from this line of questioning from Gayle
Nobody.
King?
The person who's supposed to benefit.
Right.
Gayle King.
That's my point exactly. And what's being ignored is the detriment of the Mamba Sports Academy.
Because what the Mamba Sports Academy eats don't make me shit.
Yeah, but
I'm Gayle King.
And
I need to make sure I eat tomorrow.
And that's how she became the salacious dog head beat.
Hey, for show, I don't even agree with like fallacious dog head. Like, I don't even agree with all that shit. And when Snoop came out, like Snoop does this very often. You know, we all got a lot of respect.
Snoop do.
But whenever anything
voices
pisses him
opinions.
off, he get to getting on the internet.
Right.
And acting unsnooply. Because you this grown ass, grandpa ass, gangsta ass nigga. Like when I look at Snoop, I don't expect. Yeah. So what you doing on the internet?
And he's telling you why.
Well, that's his brand now.
Right.
His Instagram.
Right. And the thing is, like, he was around somebody. I'm a just, maybe it was his wife, right? And before he said the shit, he was like, "Can I say it? Can I say it?" So,
of course.
And then a motherfucker looked at you and said, "Yeah." Then you get to calling her out her name. That shit I don't agree with. You're allowed to express yourself, cool. But then you like, man,
you're not allowed to express
you
yourself.
Have rights.
I mean,
right. You have the right.
I gotta side with Snoop on this one.
But then you run down. You like, I'm gonna run down on you.
I don't know about it.
I gotta side with Snoop on this one because, like, I mean, Oprah and Gayle have been on a spree right now.
Oprah and Gayle.
And the thing is,
Ari Lennox
the thing is, man, she got so many pictures with this motherfucker Harvey Weinstein, and they have not said a peep about him.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not trying to say one person's wrong is above another's or whatever, because wrong is wrong. But that's my point.
We can definitely say Kobe Bryant's wrong is way above
Harvey
you know
what I'm saying? But
wrong.
that's what I'm saying. Wrong is wrong, and they not coming at Harvey like this.
Yo, Lisa should have came through
but they
and been
coming
like,
at every dude with black pigment.
Lisa should have came through and been like, how y'all feel about Harvey Weinstein around
First
this?
quarter.
Gayle would have been like,
first quarter.
Oh, I'm the interviewer.
Oh, we're not speaking about him today. We're not talking about that.
That's your home. Like, it's documented. That is their homeboy. They got pictures on pictures with this man.
Like, no, absolutely.
You know, I was thinking about what Snoop said, right, and who he said it to. So everybody's saying that, oh man, Gayle King is a 65-year-old woman. I'm like, Snoop like 53.
Yeah.
Somewhere around
like
there,
they're saying Gayle King is a grandmother. Snoop is a grandfather.
Snoop is definitely a grandfather.
This is an argument between old folks. Let them argue.
His
Let them
contemporary.
go.
Now, just like they got Harvey, Snoop got Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
So I think aggression is met with aggression and disrespect is met with disrespect.
Yeah.
So would I have done it? No. But am I going to chastise Snoop Dogg for doing it? No.
Yeah, I can't.
I probably wouldn't have called her a dog head bitch, but I call her salacious.
Yeah.
She is definitely
Very
salacious.
He kept it layman, though. He kept it layman terms for him. Like, dog head bitch.
Yeah, crunching wig. Like, damn, you ain't got to do all that.
You gotta think about who Snoop is speaking to. Like, who's looking at Snoop while he's doing it?
Us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All of us.
So I mean, I just don't agree with, like, I don't agree. Here's the thing. I don't agree with no grown ass nigga calling. I don't agree with no nigga calling any female a bitch. And I don't feel like females. I don't feel like females need to be out here calling a grown nigga a bitch. Once a female call a nigga a bitch, he can slap your ass up. I feel like, look, he can slap your face off your fucking head. Like, you definitely deserve.
Fucking head.
Man, I feel like
fucking head and B.
I don't know where that New York came out of.
Fucking head B.
Yo, I feel like when a woman call a nigga a bitch, I feel like you definitely gotta smack. You gonna get your features smacked off your face. I feel like that's very valid.
Your foundation.
Yes.
You get your foundation smacked off your face.
Are you condoning
DV?
Gayle King become violent and slap the face off of Snoop D-O-double-G?
Nah.
Is that what we're saying?
Hey, I don't like that bitch word, man. That bitch word hit
I lost
different.
my whole train of thought.
That bitch word hit different, but I mean the Gayle King thing. I feel like it's a way to ask that question,
Right.
in a respectful manner, and I don't feel like she should have pressed the issue.